Hi, Sagittarius. This is Just with your March 2020 general reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Sagittarius, I'm sure you guys, I'm sure you can hear me. Okay, so I'm going to say one thing, kind of want to mention before I forget. For some of you, within three months' time, probably by Taurus season, which is in May, you will possibly start going to church, or you'll get this very strong calling, or have a strong inner knowing that it is time for you to go to church, or have more of an alternate um, outlook on prayer and meditation and being one with God. I have to say that. That's kind of what is coming across to me. For some of you, there will be this new understanding or a need to be a part of community, working with others, and also in place of worship. Now, I have to say, I wanted to say Scorpio, some of you may have Scorpio in your chart. Not a bad chart at all. Not a bad spread. Sagittarius, Scorpio's just had an amazing spread, and yours isn't too shabby either. And if I have to tell you, for some of you, if you have Scorpio in your chart, and you have been out of touch with, like, haven't gotten a job, haven't gotten any communication has been halted, things haven't been moving forward when it comes to money, finance, you're going to see a huge relief in that sector. Once we get closer into the end of this Mercury retrograde, it's just been horrible. I mean, it's been horrible. I can complain until, for at least for another hour. I can complain nonstop about this retrograde. I haven't liked it. It's a lot of things that's going on, and it's Pisces, so you're left like, what the, like, what? I mean, this is just not the time to do anything, because whatever you do, it's not going to stay. And then the way it's going to change, or how it's coming in, it's just going to be so confusing. Like, wait a minute, what? So, Sagittarius, listen, remember, we're in Mercury retrograde, and unfortunately, it's in Pisces. And I have nothing personal against Pisces, but that energy. Whew. So that being said, I feel like there has been really challenging readings for other signs, and Scorpio has an amazing, it's like they got a get out of jail free card. Like I said earlier, you guys aren't doing too bad either. Right now, though, it may have been very difficult to work with other people, getting people to cooperate, especially when it comes to finances. Banking, some of you could have lost your banking cards. Doing banking with people, working with people, getting work done, has just been a goddamn battle. Even though you've been restless, like you want to get up and do A, B, and C, and then the day starts and it's like, what did I do? What did I accomplish? Some of you may have recently gotten an offer for a job, congratulations, or an invitation for a job. This is going to be a process, this job. This isn't something where it's like they're going to say you are hired today. Unless you have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, you may be shocked how events will go in your favor. For some of you, you're keeping your eye on the prize. You're really thinking about money now and finances, and you're coming up with great strategies and ideas of how you can make more money. Some of you literally can find money as well, so pay attention as you're walking around the street. Also, I feel that for some of you, if you have been like some of you now, I have to say, if you do poetry, if you are any type of artiste, you may find that you can make money from your pain. Okay, so if you've been going through something emotionally, you can make dollars from it. You can write something. You can create something now that is going to be magnificent. Family, and I feel for some of you, emotions may have gotten the best of you at some points during this transit. And some of you may have felt like there's a sense of you kind of letting go and trying to hold on to things. So some of you may be letting go, especially at home. You're letting go of a lot of things, and you're being a little bit more practical and logical in how you approach things. And I feel like you're taking your time to plan and move forward. If you're planning to move, if you're making any type of adjustments or changes when it comes to home life, you're taking your time there. I feel that some of you, some of you may find that if you are known to have friends and family over and invite people and that sort of thing, that may be taking a huge, like, you may slow that down completely. Um, if you're a nurse, if you're in nursing and you do nursing, some of you may be changing or thinking about changing the department or area of medicine that you're focusing on. You may be saying, I've done all I could do with nursing, with something that you've done a long time, and you're like, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to do something completely different. Now may not be the best time to do it, but the idea and the plan in place will be amazing. Gossip in your neighborhood, around your home, especially if there's a lot of females in your home, there's some gossip. Females could be difficult at this time in the home. Also, I feel some of you may, you're not, some people may look at you and think that you're being mean, or it's all about what you need to do. You're not taking time out to be more conscious of people's feelings. Not so much if you're a Sag man. Sag men are being a lot more compassionate. I'll say that. But there's this sense of like, I get that Sagittarius, there's no woe is me. There's no I'm a victim. There's no you did this. There's like, you're done with that. It's all about moving forward in the most practical ways. And for some of you, you may have had to let go of some people. Some people may have had to fall by the way. And we're talking about what could be possibly superficial people, right? This could be people in your neighborhood. You don't speak to them anymore. Like, you say hi and have a little tay-tay, no more of that. And girlfriends or stuff like that, you may have fallen out when it's like, well, I'm just going to change. You're just switching up. You're changing up on people. And I feel that, Sagittarius is like out of sight, out of mind. So if you don't see them, you're not thinking about them. Work life and career, I feel that there's going to be background checks. Some of you are going to get a job. It's going to take a while. And some of you are going to get a job because somebody's not even going to do a background check on you. They're not. They may just be like, okay, yeah, they're fine. They're clear, and that's how you get the job. And I'm telling you right now, for those of you who are going to get a job, and you may be saying to yourself, how the hell did I get this job? I just told Scorpio this. I'm telling you right now, it's funny, and I do that a lot. The cards will go straight into, like, everybody, I'm sure, does that. You're ready for the next sign, and a lot of people have some of the same energy. If you're a Sagittarius, you might have Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio, you might have Libra, that type of thing. That being said, if you get a new job and you say to yourself, how the hell did I get this job? It's because someone didn't do a background check. They didn't even do it. They don't put money into background checks. They don't buy the software, whatever it costs. They're not paying for that shit. They're like, whatever. Yeah, they're good. They're clear. Yeah, let them go. It could also be a delay. And that's what has delayed communication back to you timely, because they have not did the background check, and then they'll do it and it'll be a quick blah, 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 and then it's like, okay, we're gonna move forward. But I see definitely it's karmically divine that you are going to be working, and it's once the Mercury goes retrograde, if you've been looking for work, money will increase as well. You will find yourself working hard and almost feeling like, okay, things are back to normal. Let's not get comfortable. South Node is about to come to your sign. Okay, I'm gonna need you to look that up. Look up that South Node and find out what the hell's going on with you for the next 2 years. Because South Node energy, darling, is not that fun. It's not. The good thing, though, is that you have, Neptune is still there causing all kind of damn problems. But the better thing is that Saturn is going into Aquarius, and that sextiles you guys, and that's really great. So now would be an amazing time. Not now, but like next year. I think in March, if I'm not mistaken, Saturn goes into Aquarius. Don't quote me. And if that is the case, that's kind of cool, because especially for you beginning Sagittarius, if you lock something in now, it's like you can have it for a very long time. You may be at that place for like 3 years at this job, that sort of thing. And it's something where you will master it, and you could take that and do whatever, with it. It is something that really can take you to the next level. So that being said, Saturn, Sagittarius, Great opportunity for you to build something, for you to get it and for it to be really solid because it's working with you, not against you. Okay, so that's that. Money is getting better. You will have to pay something. I did not see this. You will have to pay something out. It's something about your home that you are going to have to pay something. Or you may have thought, oh, well, I'm going to get this money or and it's like, no. You may be able to recoup this money. So whatever you put out, yes, you will be able to get back. But that's through working. The work that you put in, you will be able to recoup whatever money that you've put out. But I do see spending something on something that's broke, something with home, something that you need to kind of that may have been problematic. You may, we're going to get into love in a minute, but you may have had to kick someone out. Okay. And now the income has reduced. Yeah. You guys may have kicked someone out. So let's get into love. Sagittarius singles. Some of you are really focusing on money. That's what seems to be all the Sagittarius really focusing on: money, finances, and their next plans forward, or what they need to be doing and that sort of thing. So money is really strong. Some of you are still holding on to past situations. When I say that, it's like you're fixed. It's like you want a relationship that's this way. That's how you want it. You're not open to anything else. You don't give a damn. It's that type of thing. The problem is that the energy around you are people who are probably a lot like you, and they're stuck too, in the sense of there's no room for flexibility. They're not flexible. Some of you, someone around you may be still stuck emotionally, stuck someplace, not able to move on from a situation. I do feel like some of you, excuse me, be careful, because in travel, I see road rage. I see someone could try to come back. And if someone's trying to come back to communicate with you, it's not going to be nice. I really don't even think that it's going to get nasty where there would be physical exchange or verbal exchange. It can be. This card does speak to that, but I feel like that's already happened. And so there's this thought of like, do I really need to go there with you again? Nah, because I don't want to. And for the most part, I see a lot of you Sag singles really focusing on work. Like, you're not interested in anything physical. You're not sitting around saying, I want this happily ever after. I see there could be someone that will, out of the blue, possibly want to kind of make things right. And when I say that, there could be some form of closure, trying to make things right on their end. They may need to communicate to some extent. They may say something to you. This could be anyone. This does not, for you Sagittarius singles, this does not have to be someone who you're in an intimate relationship with, because I'm picking up on, it could be family, it could be an acquaintance, it could be someone who you have a very platonic relationship with, who is a man. This doesn't have to be intimate love, is what I'm hearing. But the message that they're going to give to you may not be the greatest. It's like something they can't do right now, or something happened to them. And it's not the greatest news, but it's temporary. It's like what's happening with them right now, but down the line, everything is going to work out for them. It's kind of what I'm saying. If there is somebody coming back trying to reconcile or rectify, I feel more rectify than reconcile. It's not a reconcile, I want you back. This is a rectify. I don't feel like those doors will be completely open, but in time it will be, because there's going to be communication. That's another thing I want to say. Communication is imminent. There is something that has to be communicated. So there is communication, and with communication, there is cooperation, and then being able to kind of work together on a situation. So a lot of this, I want to say, like, like a person get an infection and it's like, well, I can't do anything about it now. Now you have to just wait and let it. It's like that. It's like you have to wait and let the process get to the point where now you do the next step. That sort of thing is kind of what I see here. Couple, Sagittarius says, what in the hell is going on here? What's going on? Everybody's holding out? Are you using sex as a weapon? You can email me if you want to share. Are you using work as an excuse? Well, if you're using work as an excuse, this shit is not going to last very long. So you may be using work as an excuse. It's pissing this person the hell off, but lack of communication or action, I feel, has kind of teed a person off, pissed them off. And I do feel like if you've held back, and so if you're a person, there's going to be opportunity to work this situation out. They may have already like, let's go here. Let's go here for dinner, or, let's do this, let's do that, because someone just has been working too damn much and they're going to try to make it up. I feel like one person's not happy, but the other person is going to try to fix it, try to work on it, try to make this right. And it may, for some of you, it may have been a hindrance to your physical connection. There's a lot of, could be arguing and just, still talking about the same situation over and over and over again, just not able to, some of you are not able to, dare I say respectfully, but also peacefully come to a resolve between you and your person. It's either that or the two of you go to extremes of like no communication, and that's how you exist. Don't talk to me. I'm not talking to you. Don't say anything to me. I'm not gonna say anything to you. That type of thing. And even though there's no communication, there's a lot of stress and worry over there being no communication. I feel that there's going to be coming back. Yes, this person's going to come back. They have been trying to act like they don't care anymore, but they're going to come back and they're going to try to, make amends and make everything okay. Excuse me. The problem I see here is that this person, they come back. Somebody come back with an attitude. Like somebody's going to come back to you with an attitude. Like they're doing you a favor by coming back. That's what I see, son. I don't know what you're going to do. This person's going to come back with an attitude, Sagittarius. And it's like, okay, I'm back. You do one little thing. That's kind of what I get. You do one little thing. You have someone who is very stubborn. And I feel like you have someone who, there's love here. Okay. For some of you, Sagittarius, you are focusing on your money, your finances, and what your next steps should be. You are thinking long term. Some of you want to travel. Some of you want to, expand your business. Some of you want to move. Some of you really want to make huge changes and adjustments. And some of you are actually trying to reacclimate back into life. Does that make sense? So if you've been honeymoon down or whatever, it's like I'm trying to, reassess or reestablish partnerships with people or establish new partnerships with people. That's why I see so much with community and aligning yourself with new people and trying to work on. You're going to be, a lot of Sagittarius are going to be working on, and probably for the next 3 years, working on relationships and establishing more new relationships than anything old, but really working on rebranding yourself. And I feel that for some of you, someone could feel neglected, as if they don't matter or they're not being respected. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Someone does not feel like they're respected. I think that value systems are also displaced here. So someone may feel like, you value the wrong things, this is what's important, that sort of thing. And so I do feel like there's a huge underlying sense of, resentment for someone. But there is a lot of love here. It's a very strong love connection. And it's, this connection between you and this person is so apparent. It is so deep. It is so strong. And not for nothing, it could be a very mundane sense of like, you have a riff, you have a tiff between you and your mate. Obviously it's not going to stop anything, but it's just one of those things where they're pissed. Sag, you have somebody that's pissed. And I don't you look at the Hangman reverse and see someone pissed, but that's the first thing I felt in God of like, this person's pissed. And like, they're like, you know what? I'm here. I'm not going. I'm not leaving, but don't play with me. So with that being said, I do feel like you're going to be seeing this sense of like, it's going to be very apparent that it's like everything starts to really feel good between the two of you. And then there is a little bit of sticky situation that happens between the two of you. Okay. Didn't I tell you this already? I know I said this to you in the last reading. I know it's been a while since I've had a reading with you, but I think the last time I told you guys, Sagittarius, are you a man? And listen, don't get offended. You know what I'm talking about. For some of you ladies, the issue is that there is a lot of, it's too equal. You may be an alpha female. He's an alpha female. I mean, he's an alpha male. And there can be that issue, right? A lot of bickering, a lot of issues. And I feel like people kind of like to see you two at odds. People feed off of that energy that the two of you have. When you're out and about and around, like, you get attention. Everybody pays the two of you attention. It's almost like, it's the best show around. It's that type of thing, because you have that, you just both have that energy. That's going to come up. There's going to be this falling out with one another. There's going to be this, and it's like I said, a little bickering, not being able to kind of get on the same page with one another here between the two of you. And again, like I said, you have someone here who, and let me know in the comment section below who this is that can relate. Someone, when there is a fallout, a disconnect, someone holds a grudge for a long time. Like, it's like a deal breaker, where the other person has gotten over it in an hour, in 30 minutes. Like, okay, let's go. It's like, it doesn't matter to them. It's, bigger fish to fry. It doesn't matter. And I feel like also some of you are falling out with someone because of someone wants to spread their wings, go somewhere, go there. You need time to yourself to go places. And the other person kind of doesn't want you to go anywhere. Like, someone wants to kind of control a Sagittarius. Yeah, it's kind of what I see. Some of you are dealing with other fire signs. So another Sagittarius like you, isn't that an interesting pairing? Two Sagittariuses. A Leo, or might I say, the infamous Aries. And this very much giving me Aries. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. That being said, I'm going to look deeper into this reading in the extended. We're going to look solely at them and see what they're thinking. How do they feel? How do they see you? What are they challenged by? What do they want out of this? What are they wanting to tell you deep down inside? What secrets are they keeping? How's this going to work out? What will be their actions, and long term, what's going to happen between the two of you down the line? Ultimately, how's this going to work out? Also, we're looking at you Sag singles and see what's coming up for you in love. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below. If you would like to set something up for yourself, please do so in the comment section. Please do so to the link in the description box to my website. And if you are new to this channel, welcome, and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Sagittarius.